started the company in 2013 out of sheer boredom at the time. I was sat in an office job, had an interest in what was going on in the USA.
I'm a businessman first and foremost, and my reputation is everything. So when I first met Ben, and Ben had just started Canavape, and we saw immediate demand for the product, so I took legal advice, and you couldn't get any at all because the law in this country makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Well, our business is in the legal cannabinoid space, so it's not a cannabis business at all. We're a biotech research company, and in fact CBD potentially could be extracted from other plants as well as cannabis. So, I don't want to be associated with 1971 drug use and rolling joints, which we've all done in our lives, let's be honest. As a vape product, Canavape has a huge following, and it was our original offering as a cardiovascular system to deliver CBD, but it has an enormous following amongst ficers and also now vape enthusiasts.
People's understanding of something that's been kept back from years has just widened over, probably significantly over the last 3 to 5 years. People are waking up to the fact that cannabis isn't all bad.
So vape shops are stocking our products. That you'll see it in more and more shops over the coming months, but some quite important ones like Liberty Flights are a well-known brand and have dozens of shops, I believe, all over the country. But equally important, we've just had our first order from a Canadian listed company, the biggest vape distributor in North America, called N.V Vapes. So you're going to be seeing us globally, all over the place, and that's just Canavape.
We're lucky enough to have a partnership with a company that produce a pharmaceutical grade of CBD within an environment which would tick the box to class as a GMP grade. And we're lucky enough to have that relationship. There's no need to sort of go around trying to sort of buy off what are more commonly known as hemp hustlers, people who have sort of got access to different batches all over the world, mainly in America. A lot of which has been produced maybe a year or so ago in Europe and is being sold back and forwards across the world. So no, there's plenty of that going on. We deal with something we don't tend to talk about, which is our partnership, and we keep it locked down because our product's very different. We don't necessarily tell people to choose us over other companies. I think it's more a case of people making up their own mind, but choose us because we actually care. We care about what goes into your product. We care about the way it's made. Care about looking after you as a customer, and so do the people that represent our brand.
As an ex-smoker myself, some friends of mine created the very first imitation cigarette, which was a huge success, and I was intrigued as an ex-smoker to understand what vaping was all about, and I enjoyed it, but didn't enjoy the nicotine buzz, so went nicotine free like so many others straight away, and then started thinking, well, what else could you put in here that could be of benefit to people actually, and that's how we started. There's a lack of information, that's the problem, and a lack of education, and there's actually hundreds of compounds, certainly well over 100 that are being studied around the world. It just doesn't get talked about. For whatever reason, the two that most people understand are THC, which is illegal in this country, and CBD. And there's a real train of momentum in terms of understanding what the benefits of CBD are, most of which I can't talk about, but our customers can, and they tell us all sorts of wonderful things about how it helps them. And the truth is that we produce these things naturally because we have an endocannabinoid system that produces cannabinoids. So everybody's different, and everybody needs a different makeup of different compounds. We've had to deal with some difficult issues in an unregulated environment, difficult people telling a lot of lies, and now we've broken through all of that, and we've got to a point where we have official correspondence from the right government agencies that what we're doing is good, and the language in terms of what we're allowed to say about our products is cool, and it's about feeling better, and it's about well-being, and it's about regulating your body. It's not about curing disease. We're not doctors.
Personally, I think if anyone sees like with the Canavape brand, you see a hemp leaf, gold one, and it looks like a cannabis leaf, but you don't necessarily understand what's in the product. So you read the label, it contains something called CBD, you Google it, it's non-psychoactive, it doesn't get you high. There's absolutely nothing wrong with applying a little bit of truth to a brand's name or appearance, and I think people shouldn't shy away from that.
Canavape was the very first CBD product to be put on sale in the UK 4 years ago now by Ben, and I met him very shortly afterwards when I saw immediate demand, and then helped to create N.V Biotech together and give it some structure and resource, and it's flourished ever since. And our customers tell us why they prefer Canavape to anybody else, anybody else's brands. It's because of the formulation, which is unique. It's very difficult to formulate with this pure compound, and the pure compound delivers the very finest experience for the user. So we're unique in using that compound, we're unique in the ability to formulate with it. And then you add to that, we also use cannabigerol entirely uniquely. So our product is unique and doesn't compare to any other CBD e-liquid in the world, full stop.
But watch this space, because there's big things going to happen, and we're talking about 2 years, and this isn't the USA. It's not going to happen like the USA, but it's already happening in the UK, and change is coming very quickly, and so we welcome that. We're in a very good position. We're looking forward to the next few years, definitely.